Yes.
And Renewed Magazine is a Christian adult living publication. And I say living rather than lifestyle because I believe if you teach people how to live the Word of God, then their lifestyle, which is what they say, what they do, where they go, will adapt to the Word of God. And so that's what we're doing, empowering people in the Word of God. I believe in this day and age, all you got to stand on is the Word of God.
Right.
You can't trust Congress, the economy, the president, none of that. All you have to do is stand on the Word of God. And so he's released me to do this. We're working on our 4th issue as of now. Amen.
Nice.
And it's an awesome work for his kingdom.
It is a nice magazine.
It's very nice.
Well put together. We're proud of you. You just make us sisters feel good.
So the word renewed, how did that come about?
The Lord gave that to me out of the scriptures. Romans 12:2 says, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye what? Transformed by the renewing of your word." You know, one of my favorite movies, and it's even out in the theaters now, is Transformers. I don't know why I love that movie, but I love it. I've seen 1, 2, and 3. Matter of fact, I've seen them probably 50 times. But the thought of it is that there was this supernatural, the super being inside of this little old raggedy car. But when it was facing challenges or you know, struggles, it transformed to this ultimate, this power. And that's how the Word of God does us. When we have the Word inside of us, what we think we can't do, His Word enables us and gives us the power to be able to do it. And so that's why the enemy fights against the Word of God, because God only moves at His Word. He doesn't move at your crying, your you know, fighting, your kicking, you're screaming. When you say His Word, He stands up, sticks his chest out, and He says, "Okay, I got to move on my word. I got to move on my word."
That's right.
Candace, is something you'd like to ask her? I know you look over like you got a question. I can tell.
No, we had been talking, and she's been telling me all about her magazine before we came on, and it was very interesting how. Tell me about the struggles you went through and to encourage a Christian who's stepping out in a ministry, what happens along the way, and not to get discouraged by that, but press through.
One of the things I found out is that, you know, when we go to a restaurant, we know what we want to order, and we'll get there and we order that because we've already calculated in our minds how much it's going to cost.
Right.
When we get ready to go back to school, when we get ready to start a business, we count up the cost, but we don't do that spiritual. We don't, when we say yes to God, we don't think about the attacks that's going to come. We don't think about the attacks on our children. So we have to really count up the cost spiritually when we say, "Okay, God, I'm going to step out on what you do." But we have to realize if He's given you the authority to do it, He's going to back you up with the whole host of heavens. He's going to back you up. And so one of the things that happened to us last year, then at that time he was 3-year-old. My 3-year-old was diagnosed with a very rare childhood disease. They don't even know what causes the illness. But he was in ICU for 18 days. He was resuscitated 4 times. He was induced into a coma. He was medically induced into a coma. They had him on all these potent medications, I mean, one after the other. And the treatments that were supposed to he was supposed to respond to, he did not. He had to go through 3 sets of treatment that did not work at all. It was so moving because in the ICU you're surrounded by all of these other parents and children that are going through some things, and they were dying. These kids were going brain dead in the ICU, and we were losing these kids. And the Lord spoke to my mother-in-law. I love mothers. I love you all. Because she came and brought a whole nother spirit into the hospital room, and we were fasting and we were praying, and she said, "No, we just gonna trust God. We gotta relax. We gonna trust, you know, because sometimes the saints we get all revved up. We gonna fast for 40 days, and God is just saying, I need you to trust me and just rest." And she came and anointed the room, and she said the Lord said that the spirit of death was gonna pass by this room. And so we were just in there praying, and we had the scriptures all over the wall. And at one day, a friend of mine came, and we were talking about the Word of God, and he was paralyzed medically. They had given him medicine to paralyze him so he wouldn't move because he had a tube in him. And we started talking about the Word of God, and he started moving. And the nurse ran out to tell the doctors, and she went out and got some more medicine. She came in there and started pumping more medicine in him because she said, "He doesn't supposed to be moving. He's asleep." And we started talking about the Word of God some more. He just started moving again. And that's okay. You're going to have to stop giving him all that medicine. You can't stop the Word of God. When it moves, it commands a result, a result. Something has to happen when God's word goes forth. And so out of that was at the time we were starting this magazine. And I was telling her earlier, Mom was there. Mom was present at the hospital. I was there. You know, the sister in me was there. But the woman of God was there as well. And I had to trust God and say, okay.